My name is Nel Whiting and I'm a PhD student at the University of Dundee, and I am using family group portraits from the second half of the 18th century to look at the gendered nature of family life. So I'm exploring what portraits tell us about family life in Scotland in the second half of the 18th century. Well, I'm trying to show the impact of my research in a few different ways. So I've brought along with me an article I wrote for a popular history magazine because, you know, that's one very specific audience. I've also brought along a book in which I have a chapter, so a different audience. But also the main focus of my presentation this evening is actually a pop-up display that I have put together. And the reason why I really wanted to do that was actually as part of my PhD. I was lucky enough to get an AHRC, Scottish Graduate School internship, and at that I went to the National Trust for Scotland and I was a curatorial assistant, and I was learning about how my research might be used in gallery spaces, historical spaces. So what I've chosen to do is to try to create a pop-up that might appear in a house or a gallery or museum that would explain the story behind my research. I think they're incredibly useful in a few different ways. In the first instance, I think they're really useful because they make you lift your head up from the narrow tunnel vision of your thesis and really think quite creatively about what you're doing and how you can communicate what you're doing to a different range of audiences. So I think it's really incredibly useful to have that focus. The second reason why I think they're really useful is because you get a chance to see other students and other researchers and think about what they're doing and just get a real sense of the exciting stuff that's going on in universities across Scotland, and to feel part of that, that whole scene. And thirdly, obviously, just the chance that you get to network with key people in the cultural sector, hopefully them coming and chatting with me about my research, me learning from them and engaging with them. So I think it's a really useful, fantastic opportunity. Grateful to the Scottish Graduate School for giving me this opportunity.